nobody's innocent. Well, nobody's innocent but everyone. Here's the weird shit. I just said nobody's innocent. We're all contributing to this out-of-control mess. Actually, the opposite is true. We're all totally innocent. We are all doing our best, given the human brain is designed to do its best given the circumstances. So even if you're a paedophile, that kills children, or if you're a paedophile that doesn't kill children, or if you're a paedophile that's scared of killing children, so you hand yourself into the authorities, whatever you do is the best decision. Your brain is a decision-making machine that is perfect. You are innocent, you are driven by a perfect brain that comes up moment by moment with perfect decisions for each moment. So, a moment ago, I said we're all guilty. We're all contributing to a spiraling mess, spiraling towards Armageddon. We can all sort of subliminally see Armageddon on the horizon, and Christians are on the street saying, "Oh, the end is nigh! Repent before it's too late! Turn to Jesus before it's too late!" We can't avoid, it's all around us, this message, all these messages, sort of, we're being bombed with messages, with the help of the internet, and we're all sort of thinking, well, we're all guilty, well, yeah, I hate this one. A lot of us say, well, I'm okay because at least I'm not a paedophile. Stop it. I like the work of John Donne, D-O-N-N-E, John Donne. First of all, he said about something, there but for the grace of God goes John Donne. Well, that's been converted, there but for the grace of God go I. Now, look, okay, what does that mean? Well, if I had been born, there's some paedophile, he's done something outrageous, okay? There's people who, the government aren't tough enough, we need a vigilante, we need to track these people down, we need to register paedophiles, we need to keep an eye on them, and if we have a vigilante and they give them a horrible death, that they deserve the horrible death, and the vigilantes are great, the government's too soft, we need more vigilantes, and some people, at least I'm not a paedophile. I'm okay because I'm not a paedophile. But for the grace of God, if you were born into identical circumstances, can you say for certain? Would you be exactly the same, or would you be worse, or would you be a little bit better or a lot better? How could you say? The truth is, according to me, if you were born in the same circumstances, you would have exactly the same, you would travel along exactly the same path. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'd be better, a lot better, worse, a lot worse. But how can you know? Nobody has that kind of crystal ball, surely. So I hope a lot of people, if you haven't heard of there but for the grace of God go I, well, now you have. And if you didn't understand what it meant, hopefully now you do. And if you still don't know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are on your path and you are collecting information relevant to your journey and rejecting information that's not relevant. Everybody is on track. It may not seem like there are goodies and baddies, but there aren't any goodies and baddies. We're all doing the best we can. And collectively, it will... Again, I can't really explain this. Have you heard the expression, it'll all come out in the wash? I assure you it will. It will all, there's all these predictions about this kind of calamity, that kind of calamity. Actually, I very clearly believe, and I can't really justify this, it's experiential, it's not analytical. But these expressions exist in the English language for a reason. They come into existence not for no reason. It'll all come out in the wash. Relax. Get on with life. Keep yourself clean. Clean, purity of heart. I'll mention that in a minute. You do the best you can. You are doing the best you can, whether you know it or not. But if you do the best you can consciously, for some reason that's better. You're automatically doing the best you can. But if you become conscious about it, that helps. I don't know why it helps. I mean, if nothing helps, how can you say something helps if nothing, it's all paradoxical. Ultimate truth is paradoxical always. Gosh. Now, back to my notes. I talk about male toxicity, female toxicity, one breeds on the other. Feminism and capitalism love each other. Capitalism maximizes profitability. Profit. A lot of people, if you're not a mathematician, you won't know what profitability means. So we just use capitalism maximizes profit. Actually, good capitalism maximizes, not necessarily good. Proper capitalism maximizes profitability, but in the colloquial mind, it's all about profits. If you're making profits, if you're making enough profits per person, you stay in business. If you're not making enough, you need enough money to pay the workers the salaries and have a bit left over for the management or the shareholders or whatever. But feminism and capitalism love each other because women are in the modern world. I mean, they're not necessarily like this. It's the way it is in parts of the world today. Women are consumers. They love consumers. Well, historically, men, in Stone Age times, men were the hunters and women were the gatherers. Women love gathering. They love foraging. They love foraging to find the best nuts and berries. And in a supermarket or a department store, they love foraging. Oh, this outfit's better than that outfit. Oh, I can afford it. I'll have it. Women are avid consumers, and the capitalists capitalism wants consumers, especially gullible ones that they can sell shit to by saying you're worth it. The advertisers have women's psychology sussed. Women, please, I mean, you've got to somehow unhook yourself from these unscrupulous people who sell ice to Eskimos by telling elaborate lies. I mean, I've got a massive problem with the advertising standards. They take some adverts off the air. I mean, Mars bars, Mars confectionery. When I was a child, a Mars a day helps you work, rest and play. Well, the Advertising Standards Authority eventually, you can't substantiate that, so you can't say it, 8 out of 10 cats prefer whiskers. I have never met a cat that likes any kind of cat food. Cats like fresh chicken and fresh fish. Cat food they hate. 8 out of 10 cats prefer whiskers. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, whiskers is part of the Mars group. So, oh my God, 2 examples. Mars bars, work, rest and play, and pedigree pet foods, parts of Mars. 8 out of 10 cats prefer. No, they don't. Cats don't like fucking cat food. And you talk about Mars adverts. I mean, I've got a thing about adverts. I mean, I should have worked in the advertising industry and tried to clean it up. And my favourite advert is that, again, for Mars bars, the one where these monks are doing bell ringing. They're doing bell ringing, and they all get excited, and they start being lifted off the ground by the bell ropes. It's one of my favourite adverts. I think that advert's pretty harmless. It's humorous. Oh, and the Mars actually taught me something. They said, if you may think the advert's wonderful, if you can't remember the name of the product, it's a stupid advert. And there are quite a few adverts. Compare the market, compare the meerkat. Very clever. Interesting adverts. And you can't forget that the product is compare the market. But I was thinking that one with the opera singer. I mean, I can't remember. What's the product? I mean, brilliant advertising. I mean, gosh, what is the product? I mean, is a tenor, this opera singer. I mean, those that know this know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, you don't know. So I better not go on about it. But brilliant, sort of distinct, brilliant. Well, and they brought this up. Then they ditched the opera singer because they thought it was too. They obviously thought it was too, most people don't relate to opera. But then when they got rid of the opera singer, their sales went down, obviously, because they brought the opera singer back. Oh, bloody hell. What was the product? I can't remember. And Mars said, if you can't remember the product, it doesn't matter how entertaining the advert is. If you can't remember the product, what is the point? Anyway, enough of that. I want to I want to overhaul the advertising. I don't like advertising gimmicks. Oh well, sort of 30% off for the first 6 months. But actually, overall, we're going to screw you into the ground. But we won't tell you that. We'll tempt you. We'll tempt you with a gimmick to spend more money than you should. I can't stand aeroplane tickets. One-way price to Spain, 30 quid. Who goes one way? I want to know the price of a two-way. But one of the advertisers starts doing one-way prices, so they all have to join in. One does one-way price, so they all. The fucking advertising industry, and like I said, women and capitalism have a. Do they have a love-hate relationship? I don't know. I mean, women love what consumerist economy. I mean, it works for capitalists, it works for women. Now, there's another conflict between women and Islam. Now, feminists don't seem to have much to say about Islam. Islam stones women to death for adultery, but, feminists stay quiet on that matter. One of these days, the feminists and Islam are going to, the argument is going to erupt in some almighty fucking explosion. Yeah. Well, in Sweden, with all these, immigrants, with no paperwork, sort of 35-year-old men, mostly, claiming to be 17 years old, and they can't prove otherwise. The women are getting gang raped, and the Swedish government have said, well, actually, our policy of letting anybody in willy-nilly, stupid policy, we've changed our mind. Oh, God. My poor throat. My poor throat. I don't know how long this has been going. Let me have another drink. Where are we? So slagging off women. Now it sounds like I've got it in for women more than men. These problems, male toxicity, female toxicity. One results in the other. So they're both fueling each other. I'm a straight man, so of course I've got more evidence against women than men, but I'm fair-minded, so please don't overreact to what I'm going to. So female toxicity, I've written down devious underhand evasion of the awkward, evasion of the uncomfortable, evasion of the painful, once bitten, twice shy, putting